One of the top attractions in Rome is the Palazzo Massimo alle Terme, one of the four parts of the Museo Nazionale Romano. The National Roman Museum is located in four different buildings: the Baths of Diocletian, the Palazzo Alto, the Crypta Balbi, and lastly, the Palazzo Massimo. This last palace features one of the best archaeological and classical art collections in the world. The Palazzo Massimo is also called Palazzo Massimo alle Terme due to its close proximity to the Baths of Diocletian. The villa is a superb neo-Renaissance-style palace, erected between 1883 and 1887. It was used as a Jesuit college until 1960, and in 1981 it was transformed into part of the National Roman Museum. Various exhibitions of the Palazzo Massimo alle Terme are divided into different themes and organized chronologically throughout the four floors of the museum. The basement houses a collection of jewels, grave ornaments and Roman coins from different periods. This might be considered to be the least interesting floor of the museum. The ground and first floor feature famous Greek and Roman sculptures and statues, as well as impressive sarcophagi and high reliefs. The second floor showcases the best preserved Roman frescoes in the world, which are considered the highlight of the museum. Originally located in Villa Livia and Villa Farnesina, these colorful frescoes, sometimes covering an entire room, represent different paradisiacal landscapes and domestic life. Palazzo Massimo was built in the late 19th century to be a Jesuit boarding school. Today it is the main of the four seats of the National Roman Museum. Exhibits are distributed on the four floors of the palace. The underground floor contains the numismatic section, which holds fascinating examples of coinage and monetary systems from their origins in the 8th century BC to the introduction of the euro, a number of which come from the Savoia collection. Included here is the ancient jewelry section with several gems and funerary jewels, as well as the mummified girl from Grotta Rossa, a child found together with her doll. On the other three floors are various works of art representing a broad range of classical sculpture. These include a statue of Augustus, various Roman copies of Greek statues such as the famous Discobola Lancelotti, a sleeping hermaphrodite, Venus about to bathe, and an Apollo which was copied from a 5th century BC Greek original in the workshop of Phidias. There is also a section of rare bronzes. The final floor is dedicated to a wonderful collection of frescoes and mosaics, among them those of the triclinium of the Villa of Livia and those of the Farnesina Villa. These exhibits, that come from various locations around the city of Rome, represent the themes and styles that existed from the 1st century BC to the 4th century AD. Among the most interesting of these is a marble inlaid work representing the god of the sun. One of Rome's preeminent museums, this treasure trove of classical art is a must-see when you're in the city. The ground and first floors are devoted to sculpture, with some breathtaking pieces. Don't miss the Boxer, a 2nd century BC Greek bronze excavated on the Quirinal Hill in 1885, and the Dying Niobe, a 4th century BC Greek marble statue. But it's the magnificent and vibrantly colored Villa Livia and Villa Farnesia frescoes on the 2nd floor that are the undisputed highlight. The frescoes, which adorn the interior walls of the villas, provide a vivid picture of what a grand ancient Roman villa would have looked like. There are intimate cubicula, bedroom, frescoes focusing on nature, mythology, domestic and erotic life, and delicate landscape paintings from a dark-painted winter triclinium, living and dining area. Particularly breathtaking are the frescoes from Villa Livia, dating from 30 BC to 20 BC, one of the homes of Augustus' wife Livia Drusilla. These cover an entire room and depict a paradisiacal garden full of a wild tangle of roses, pomegranates, irises and chamomile under a deep blue sky. They once decorated a summer triclinium built half underground to provide protection from the heat. The 2nd floor also features some exquisitely fine floor mosaics and rare inlay work. That these mosaics carpeted the floors of plush villas of aristocratic Romans in the 13th and 14th centuries is really quite extraordinary. On the first floor, there's a fascinating display of bronze fittings from two ships recovered at the bottom of Lake Nemi in Lazio in the 1930s. These elaborate vessels had been built by order of Caligula and were used by the emperor as floating palaces. In the basement, the unexciting sounding coin collection is far more absorbing than you might expect, tracing the Roman Empire's propaganda offensive through its coins. There's also jewelry dating back several millennia, and the disturbing remains of a mummified 8-year-old girl, the only known example of mummification dating from the Roman Empire.